German Chancellor Angela Merkel on Friday met with Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari at the presidential villa Abuja in the climax of a two-day state visit. The two leaders agreed to deepen cooperation in the areas of agriculture, trade and investment, as well as risk financing. Tayamadu reports.
German investment in Nigeria had in the past been mainly focused on manufacturing and industry. But this is about to change with the visit of German Chancellor Angela Merkel and the signing of bilateral agreements which are expected to attract a volume of investment running into billions of dollars into the Nigerian economy. The strategy is to introduce to Nigeria the German business model, which will focus on encouraging the growth of family businesses that span through generations, as well as helping small business owners in Nigeria access finance in order to grow their businesses.
Area or field. Nigeria has certain expectations here, but we've been able to explain that our business structure, our economic structure is somewhat different from the structures that we have come to know here. And during the roundtable discussion today, we focused very much on SMEs, on family-owned companies, on companies that have been owned by the same owners for 6 generations, and that could indeed turn out to be an interesting model for African countries too. And it met with a lot of approval on the part of Nigeria.
Nigeria had enjoyed support from Germany in efforts to grapple with the Boko Haram insurgency and remains Germany's second biggest trade partner in sub-Saharan Africa. Worrying, however, to both countries is the rise in the flow of illegal immigrants to Europe, passing through the trying Sahara Desert route and across the Mediterranean Sea. It is an act President Buhari condemns, while Ms. Merkel has placed a strong focus on African diplomacy to resolve this issue over which she faces criticism at home.
Migration or exchanges for the purpose of studying abroad. We will take a closer look at that and we'll stay in touch on that. There is a broad discussion ongoing in Nigeria itself. Here, as in other countries, we will continue to impress upon people how dangerous it is for them to leave their own country through these dangerous pathways. They're putting their own lives at risk. Many of the stories they're being told about Germany or about Europe are not a true reflection of the situation on the ground.
I'm against those my countrymen and women that illegally find their way to other countries other than Nigeria. But I believe you know that the ECOWAS protocol includes free movement of persons, and goods and services. But for those going to Europe, we are not, as an administration, agreeing for Nigerians to defy the desert, Sahara Desert, and the Mediterranean, because they feel that there are greener pastures there, whether they are prepared for it or not. We do not support anything illegal and indisciplined.
Information about these projects.
Chancellor Merkel is in Nigeria as part of her tour to West Africa, hoping to enhance ties with Africa's largest economy by expanding trade and investment. All 3 countries on Ms. Merkel's West African shuttle face huge economic and developmental challenges, but are considered by Germany as dialogue partners crucial to developing German business and investments on the African continent. Tayamadu, TVC News, Abuja.